Hello, everyone, and welcome to a brand new day of All Creator Live. And I am back with more No Man's Sky. Alright, so last week I finished up the recent expedition, Expedition 22, The Swarm, and I decided to continue with it. It's not the kind of expedition where once you get it done, you collect the rewards and then you leave. It's not that kind of an expedition. It's the kind of expedition where after you get everything done, you can still participate. So I'm going to participate until the expedition has concluded. Oh man, I was about to sneeze. So I muted the microphone because I felt like I was about to sneeze. You know that feeling you get when you feel like you're gonna sneeze, but then you don't? That's what just happened. God damn it. I hate that feeling. Now my nose feels weird. Alright, so yeah, as you can see, I've already completed the expedition. But I can still participate and do the missions and accumulate points for my team, the green team, the Sage, and that's what I'm gonna do. I probably should have started a little bit later because once I get them done, I'm going to have to wait like 2 hours. Or, yeah, 2 hours. It's 6 o'clock, and then I gotta wait until 8. Ugh. Yeah, I should be able to get these done by 6 o'clock. Then I'm gonna have to wait till 8, so that's like 2 hours I'm gonna have to spend doing stuff. I don't know what, though. But, you know, I got paid yesterday, so I ordered myself a couple of things, including more energy drink mix, and add some of that today. So I'm still a bit up. Once I got done with work, I immediately got everything set up to start playing, and here I am. Just a little bit earlier than usual. And I think it's because I got really good sleep yesterday. I got done, I got done with the stream early. Yesterday we actually got the farming and tailoring life finished, so pretty happy about that. Got the stream done by 8 o'clock, so I got a couple extra hours of sleep yesterday. So I'm feeling pretty good today. There we go. Actually, let's go take a look over here. How long? I'm pretty sure this thing says how much longer the expedition's going to go on. 5 more days. Alright, yeah. So to anyone who hasn't completed the expedition yet, you still have 5 days left. That's less than a week. So yeah, today's going to be the last day that I am going to be participating in this expedition event. You know, doing the doing the missions for my team and all that stuff. And obviously I know it's probably not going to help anything, but you know, I want to say that I did everything that I could. It's not like I was going to be spending every waking hour of my life playing this just to try and get my team to win. I mean, A, there are other games to play, and B, I'm old. I'm an adult. I have a job. I'm not going to be spending every waking moment of my life trying to help my team win in a game, in a video game, of all things. You know, I'm just playing for fun. And for, you know, interest. I've completely lost interest in all things related to television and streaming services. I haven't been watching any of them for the past 2 months. I mean, A, because I've already binge watched everything on streaming services that's worth watching. And B, I haven't watched television in over a decade now. Like, the only one in our family that still watches television is my mother, and that's because she's old. Like, not even my dad. I don't think he watches television anymore. I'm pretty sure he's too old to really care about what's going on TV. Uh-oh. I turned off the... I turned off my headset. Hold up. Yeah, there we go. I was scratching my ear. I ended up, I guess, lightly nudging my earpiece, and that turned it off. Hold it down, turn it back on. Alright, now what was I saying? Oh, yeah. It's a lot that you could do if you decide to do stuff like that. Oh, these ones are way more competent. What happened to the goofy ones from before? Where'd they go? I think the swarm is mad that it ended up losing. So now it's like... Now they're more confident. They're like, damn it. Actually, I kind of feel bad for anyone who hasn't done the expedition yet. Now, it looks like they fixed a lot of the bugs involved with the way that the swarm work. So it'll be more difficult for you guys to get stuff done. I'm wondering what they're going to do with this once it's over, you know? I realize that a lot of the things that we were doing during this expedition were because we were on teams. But this whole thing with this, what would you call it? I don't know, it's like a secondary mission thing. I know it's called like the Prism Core thing. It's called the Prism. But like... Yep. But like, what... Is there just going to be like another station set up in the space anomaly? You know, once this expedition's over, are they going to have a secondary area where you can get these specific missions? Or is this just going to be it? Is it exclusive only to this expedition and then we'll never see it again? Because it's not the first time this has happened. During the Cursed Expedition, we got to go on an adventure that was exclusive to the expedition. You know, we had to face the curse ailment and fight the Quagla, or whatever they were called, the creatures of glass from the glass world. And you know, we can still fight the giant jellyfish. I can't remember what the hell it's called. But as far as like getting the curse status and having to combat those creatures again, you can't do that in the main save. You can't do that in the regular game. It's something that was only available through the expedition. So I'm wondering if that's just going to be the case here with... Oh, I gotta talk with Specialist Polo, I guess. Whoops, I didn't realize. Oh, I guess I already have the material to give him. I did not realize. Maybe I had it on my ship. I don't know. I can't even remember what it was. Anyway, I would hate to see that because there are a lot of people that could get a kick out of doing this. But we'll see. Once this expedition's over, I'm sure they'll have an update. And once the update is done, and by update, I mean they'll have a patch update. Not really like a big update where they're going to introduce something new. That's not going to happen until next month in August. But 5 days from now, they're going to do a patch update, and then maybe that patch update will bring the prismatic core into the anomaly. I don't know for sure. But if this is a expedition exclusive thing that we're going through, then I really do hope that they do they make it to where people can play the expeditions regularly, you know? I hope they do something to where once the servers are shut down, people can experience the expeditions through offline play. Because that just sucks that so many people are going to be missing out on all these experiences. Because as it stands right now, literally everything that you can do in No Man's Sky, even in multiplayer, it's all stuff that you can do offline in No Man's Sky. Even multiplayer. People don't realize this, but No Man's Sky is, you know, it's something that you can play with others. No, that's right. I don't think they have couch co-op, come to think of it. Or do they? I've never really tried to do couch co-op in No Man's Sky. Well, regardless, all the stuff that you do here in the anomaly, you can do it offline. I wasn't going to mention this, but I booted up my PS4 for the first time in like 6 years. And I played my old No Man's Sky save file offline. Obviously, I didn't connect my PS4 to the internet or anything, but I played my old save file, and you could do like literally everything. You can do missions. You can. I mean, the only thing that you can't really do is get Quicksilver through Quicksilver missions, because that's not available for some reason, unless, you know, that's something that happened later. You know what? It might have been. My save data might have been so old that they hadn't included Quicksilver into the game yet. I didn't check that. I just know I went into the space anomaly, I saw the Nexus, and I looked at the missions available, and I didn't see any for Quicksilver, so... but yeah, you can do literally everything offline that you can online for No Man's Sky. Even make discoveries and upload them to the Atlas. Nobody else will be able to see them because you're offline, but you could still upload them to the Atlas and get your compensation for it and stuff, you know? So, I get it. That's, you know, basically for a long time, that's the way that Switch players were playing. You know what? No, that's still the way that Switch players have to play the game, is offline. But Switch 2 players have multiplayer enabled now. But yeah, it's all still available when you're offline, and you can still do everything that you want to do. The only thing that would be missing once the server shut down are the expeditions. And, you know, I'm just hoping that they do that. I'm hoping that through this device they make it to where people can experience the expeditions at their own pace. Or not even that. They don't even have to set it up to do that. They could do it to where it's like based on IRL time. Like you can have certain expeditions show up at certain times of the year, you know? Like how a game like Animal Crossing, the old Animal Crossing, not the newest ones, which actually do use online play. The old offline Animal Crossings will have holidays based on your in-game clock. They could do the same thing with expeditions, you know? Or, you know, they could just go the other route I mentioned and just have a list available of expeditions people can do once the servers go offline. That doesn't seem unreasonable, you know? But it feels like something they could program into the game without any recourse. I don't know how they would handle... You know what? I'm thinking about it now, because this isn't the only expedition that had a community milestone. There are a couple of them. I'm not entirely sure how they would handle that as an offline thing. I mean, you know what? There are ways to get around it, because it's... When you're playing the game and you're collecting a certain amount of a certain amount of stuff for Polo and Nada just by playing the base game, the story, you build up a bar for them that way. So they could just implement that, you know, a regular bar that can be filled up by one player, you know? I don't know, there's still like the whole, especially with this expedition, there's the whole online competitive aspect to it. But I don't know. There's just got to be some way to let people be able to play these games and... Oh, right, I didn't get the last mission. There's got to be some way to let people still be able to experience the expeditions once this game goes offline. But as far as everything else is concerned, playing in No Man's Sky, they're already set with that. You can still get the same level of entertainment playing No Man's Sky now, or in the future, that you do now, you know? It's like I'm saying, a lot of people are like dead game theory. They're all upset that companies are taking these servers offline. And yeah, sure, it sucks that you're not able to play games with your friends. I get that part of the argument. But if a game company creates a stand-alone experience, then you shouldn't be mad once the server's shut down, because you could still play the game for a good base experience. What you should be mad about are the individual developers who are intentionally doing this. But no, everybody wants to like be mad at literally every single company that has online servers, and I'm like, yo, don't be mad about that shit. They have a great offline experience to their game. So I get it when it's games like Overwatch and I don't play too many of the server-based games. Well, you know what? Genshin Impact. Yeah, that's true. Once Genshin Impact's gone, it's gone forever. I don't know. They still might think of something to do for Genshin Impact, because there's a great base game there. You know, it sucks that all of it's locked behind the game being only available through a server. But if they take all of the base game and package it into an actual game that can be purchased, then A, they could make a lot of money, and B, they won't have to maintain servers anymore. And they could easily do that. I don't know if they plan on doing something like that, but Genshin Impact has the potential to have a great base game to it. But I do understand the hatred for games like Overwatch and Marvel's Rivals and World of Warcraft and I don't know of any other games. I want to say Call of Duty, but I don't know. I haven't played a Call of Duty game since the early 2000s when I played with a friend. I know that Mario Maker, that's another one. Both of the Mario Maker games. What was the game? It's a shooter. It's a looter shooter. I can't remember it now. But yeah, I'm mad. I get why people are mad about all those servers getting shut down, because once those games and their servers get shut down, there's absolutely no game. Trust me, I had Overwatch too. I mean, if you've paid attention to my old entries to my channel, you've seen that I have Overwatch and I've played Overwatch. And now that Overwatch 1 is done and the servers are shut down for that game, I basically have on my shelf a game that does nothing, you know? If someone was to come over to my house, pick up Overwatch and be like, let's play this, I'd be like, we can't. There's nothing. It's just a CD. There's nothing on it. There's basically nothing on it. You pop it into the game and it's like Overwatch. You get the title screen. It's like, sorry, servers are shut down. I haven't played it. I haven't tried to play it in a long time. But you know, that's frustrating to know that I spent $60 on something that's no longer playable. So I get why people are mad at games for their servers getting shut down. But don't be mad at the entire industry and all games that have servers, because that's stupid. A lot of games that run on that have a big server multiplayer aspects to them, that's not all there is to that game. Like No Man's Sky. It has a great base game, and the only thing you'll be missing once the server shut down is the experience of playing with other people. And that's it. And there's nothing really to be said about that. It's something that's inevitable with every multiplayer game. But the other thing is, like, everybody got so mad at Sumo Digital and Media Molecule when they started shutting down the servers for Little Big Planet. And I'm like, why are you mad? The games themselves have great offline experiences. They have 60+ hour gameplay to them. The only reason why there was any kind of multiplayer is because of the creating and sharing aspect of the game. But even then, you don't have to have that to have a good game. the game by itself is a lot of fun, you know? And then people are just like not mad at Nintendo for shutting down the servers for Mario Maker. And I don't get that at all. I'm like, why aren't you mad at them for shutting down the servers to Mario Maker, yet you're going to be pissy at Sumo Digital for shutting down the servers to Little Big Planet and Little Big Planet 3. Little Big Planet 1, 2, 3. I don't get it. I don't get why people weren't mad at Nintendo when they shut down Mario Maker servers. When now Mario Maker is literally, there's nothing to it. There's absolutely no gameplay. When you pop Mario Maker into your Nintendo Switch or Wii U, depending on which one you bought, there will be nothing for you to do in that game. Meanwhile, you can pop all 3 games, Little Big Planet 1, 2, and 3, into your PS3 or PS4, and you'll still have a game to play, a 60-plus hour game to play. So I don't really know. I don't fucking get that. People are just so goddamn high-strung for no goddamn reason. I don't like corporations as much as the next person, but when you're angry at independent and small-time developers who are literally doing everything they can to make the games great to play for you, the player, and not trying to do anything. Literally, when developers like Media Molecule and Sumo Digital shut down those servers, it's because they can't keep them running anymore. They still gave you a great gameplay experience. Don't be mad. You can still play the game. There's still something to play. Damn, I'm still close to the... Alright, well. This is bullshit. I am not that close. Huh? I am close. What the... I'm moving forward, right? I'm not in some kind of weird tractor beam or something, huh? I certainly hope not. This is weird. I'm just gonna go in this direction then, because it's freaking me out now. There. Anyway, it just irks me whenever people get mad at the entire industry whenever games get shut down. When it's clearly specific individual developers that are doing it intentionally. That's what you're supposed to be getting mad at. You're supposed to be getting mad at the single individual developers that are doing this. Because when you get mad at the entire industry, then that gives large corporations carte blanche to be like, hey, the audience doesn't like you, small independent developer, so we're not going to go with your game company anymore. You know, even though nobody's mad at this independent developer, this small-time independent developer, because everyone's up in arms over something that a large developer is doing, like a AAA company is doing. They get super pissed off at the AAA company and just blame the entire community. Corporations are going to take it out on the small independent developers, and people don't realize that when they're doing this shit. They're like, oh, you want to be mad at all of us? Well, okay, we'll just take all of the money, we'll take all of the funding and all of the development advertisement revenue away from the small-time companies and continue giving it to these AAA shills that are the ones actually doing damage to the industry. And it's because they're all buddy-buddy. They're all butt-fucking buddies. That's why they'll reward the AAA companies and penalize the small developers. You have to be specific in who you're blaming. If you're not specific in who you're blaming, then these large corporations, these billionaire fat cats, these big shots in the industry, they're going to take it out of the smaller people. They're going to completely damage anyone who's trying to move up in the industry. Because they don't want to hurt their friends, their non-third party friends, their AAA company fellow billionaire butt buddies. They're going to go for the small timers. That's what they're going to do. And then fucking gamers wonder why so many independent indie developers don't get the amount of recognition that they deserve. It's because of you. It's because you're blaming the entire industry. You're not blaming the individual companies or individual developers who are intentionally doing the shit that you're angry at. You're just blaming them all as if they're all the ones causing the problem. You shouldn't do that. And you shouldn't do that in, like, literally any sense. You shouldn't generalize anything in this world. That's the whole entire reason we have such horrible things in the world, like racism and bigotry, is because people generalize too fucking much. They blame everyone, not just the individuals who are responsible. And it's just sickening. You can't do that. You can't be like, oh, this one individual did this thing, now everybody is to blame. Everybody that's like that person is to blame. That's literally fucking generic ass racism, in a sense. When you blame an entire community because of something that one person did or one group did, that's just straight up racism, classism, whatever it is. It's all the main root of the problems that are indicative of our society, is that people generalize too fucking much. You need to be more specific with who it is that you're talking about. You can't just be you can't just cast a wide net in something so serious, You do that and innocent people get hurt. But, these people don't fucking care. They just want somebody to blame other than themselves. They want a reason to feel victimized, and they're about to victimize people as a result of their own specific biases. And it is completely hypocritical. So yeah, that's my 2 cents on the reason. Well, that's my 2 cents on not the reason people are upset over games dying, but that's my 2 cents on... I can't even remember what the movement's called. Stop Killing Games, that's it. That's my 2 cents on the Stop Killing Games thing. I support it, but I feel like it really needs to be more specific and less judgmental in the way that it's casting its net, because it's literally just everyone is to blame for this and not holding any specific corporation or AAA developer accountable. And that's just wrong. Oh, and for a fact that all of them are going to be Goo Goo Gaga over Nintendo. Splatoon's going to be a worthless game when their server shut down. But, we won't hear shit about that. Smash is practically a worthless game once their servers get shut down. We ain't going to hear about that. Nope, don't talk about Mario Kart when that gets shut down. Don't talk about that. That game is practically just online co-op and competitive gameplay. But no, don't say anything bad about anything Nintendo does. They're just going to hold all the other AAA companies at fault. Can you believe it? People don't fucking see Nintendo as a AAA corporation / company / developer. They don't see them like that. Yet they're the only video game corporation that's been around since the beginning. They're the only ones left. And yet, no, they're not a AAA company. No. They make cute little Pokemon. They can't be a AAA evil indie company. Fucking hypocritical assholes. That's all they are. Alright, so we got 2 hours to kill. Already decorated this quite a bit. I said I was going to make a little robot in here to kind of take the orders and stuff. So yeah, maybe I should do that today. I don't know exactly how I'm going to build it. I mean, I could take the easy path, get the Wonder Projector, and use that. But I feel like I could be a little more creative here. Let's go buy a bunch of parts. But man, just in life, people need to stop generalizing their hatred. Be more specific. If you're mad at MAGA, be mad at MAGA. I'm mad at MAGA too. I fucking hate MAGA. Don't just say, it's all white people. Because there are plenty of people who aren't MAGA that aren't white. And there are plenty of people who are MAGA that, I mean, well, no, I said it in the backwards sense. Sorry, my dyslexia. There are plenty of people who are white in MAGA, sure, but there are plenty of people in MAGA who aren't white. So, you know, just don't just be all like, oh, it's just the white people again, because it's not true. It's the same thing with, like, people being mad at billionaires, and they're saying, billionaires, the 1%, the, like, top 30% of the population, and they're just like, oh, they're all white, and I'm like, you do realize that there are world leaders that aren't all white, right? I don't really get it. I don't understand exactly why they want to generalize like that. No, I understand why. It's because they're fucking racist. That's why. Ugh. But yeah, it's a serious systemic problem that isn't going to go away until people start to realize exactly what damage it is they're doing. And some people are just too ignorant to understand that. I could sit here and get blue in the face at how angry I am at Donald Trump and MAGA, but at the end of the day, oh, you're white, you're MAGA. And I'm like, what? No. I haven't supported Donald Trump in ever. I've been against him this whole time. Hell, the person that is acting the way that they are was a fucking huge supporter of that Shark Tank series. They were quoting them like every fucking day. They were quoting Donald Trump all the goddamn time. It became a running gag between him and his entourage of friends. They were all saying, "You're fired," and I don't know what other sayings there are that come out of that stupid ass series. I never fucking watched it. I hated Shark Tank, mostly because I hated Donald Trump. I hated that one show, the America's Got Talent show, because of Simon Cowell, because I fucking hate him because he's a fucking bully. And I hated Hell's Kitchen because I hate Gordon Ramsay because he's a fucking bully. I hated those 3 shows, but oh, they loved them. They kept quoting them all the damn time. And I was like, how can you watch that shit? It's so mean-spirited and full of hatred. And they're all like, well, that's just you, I guess. Oh yeah, I'm a fucking libtard, yeah. Fuck you, dude. Fuck you. And now they're up here being all mad at Donald Trump and acting like they didn't know that he was such a horrible human being. And I'm like, I could see that shit in Shark Tank. The very first time he got in there and the criticisms that he made in a lot of the clips that you were showing me. I could see he was a person full of hatred. But apparently you couldn't. So why the hell should I trust your judgment? I forgot what it is I'm looking for. I'm just so mad. I'm just saying, people have to stop generalizing this shit. It's like the most hypocritical thing that you can do is to just be all like, oh, that person's such a fucking MAGA because they own a red hat. I don't own a red hat, but like, I realize there are a lot of people who have red hats. And this was before the fucking MAGA movement. There are sporting teams that have the color red as their hat. I don't think that they're MAGA. I just think that they support that team. But people instantly flare up when they see the red hat. And I get it. I fucking hate that red hat too. But I'm not about to accuse somebody of me being MAGA because they own a red hat. If it says MAGA on it, then yeah, definitely. But I'm not going to instantly judge someone for owning a red hat. I think it's over on this side. I can't really see what... Oh, wait a minute. That's right. I can scroll over and see them that way. Okay. I'm looking for a specific piece. I think it's like a screen. Maybe it's down this way. Yeah, here it is. And here's the arm. Cool. But yeah, that's just a problem that they need to work on. I've seen a lot of things that they say online, and I've seen a lot of the videos that they've made, and yeah, they're not really we're not on speaking terms anymore. I'm just saying that that's the reason why I stopped talking with them. If they want to hate Trump, fine. I hate Trump too, 100%. But you can't act like at some point I liked him because of my skin color. That makes no sense. I hated all of those clips that you showed me when we were younger. All of those clips. I never quoted the man once. And you can't honestly say that you did not know anything about it while you were watching Shark Tank and getting a kick out of it. And I'm like, That's it's just the hypocrisy of this man, I swear. And he doesn't see it either. He's just so mad he doesn't see it. Yo, Vampiric Fox. I know. Oh, okay. Well, that's good. I've been waiting to see the comment you said you were going to post, but I haven't seen any of it. And I'm sorry you came into me ranting. It's just earlier on today a friend of mine made a comment about,
Vampiric Fox.
You know, just the
I was watching through God about a couple hours into
stupidity of the MAGA movement.
Sending the comment and erased what I had written.
Oh no, what? Oh, that sucks, dude. But yeah, they made a comment about the MAGA movement, and I agreed with them, and then they said something, and I was like, I don't agree with that. But they made it seem as though it's like only white people are MAGA, and I'm like, that's not true at all.
Vampiric Fox said,
Oh, I'm sorry, dude. I never really like asking people for that, but for stuff like that, but I am genuinely interested in your, you know. Oh, it's Whiskey. Hello, Whiskey. Well, I'm sure that you enjoy Donald Trump, so I don't really think you'd agree with me on any of my sentiments. I kind of want to unlock all these things.
Vampiric Fox said, no, I agree, most of it is a farce.
Oh, no, I'm not talking about you, Vampiric Fox. The guy Whiskey that just popped in, he tends to be here only when he sees me getting ready to argue about something. He was here last time because I was arguing against griefing in video games. And now he's here because he heard, I guess because he heard that I'm not a fan of Donald Trump. Or the way some people act around the MAGA movement. He's all ready to argue politically, and I'm like, dude, you don't want to do that. Alright, let's go see what I can make with what I just unlocked. I think I still have a lot of the pieces left. Wait, where's... Oh, I'm at the bottom part of the menu here. Yeah, I still have about 6. But yeah, generalizing is never a good thing, especially when you want to take down an evil regime like the Trump administration. We're all working towards the same goal, and the idea that anyone could easily change sides. I mean, I agree with him 100% in things like that, where it's like a lot of the MAGA are trying to seek forgiveness, and we shouldn't let them. I agree with that, obviously. But the idea that people are going to swap from being liberal, being against Donald Trump, to suddenly wanting to be on his side now is just absurd.
Vampiric Fox said, dictator is seemingly heading in that direction, LOL.
Yeah, Well, not anymore, really. It feels like it's diminishing. We're all kind of working together now, and I'm happy to see that. I'm not ready to forgive any of the MAGA, to be honest, but like the fact that the farmers have suddenly grown a spine and everybody's suddenly opening their minds to the idea that this could go in the direction of a dictatorship is a good sign. I'm not going to argue against that. But, you know, we need to understand that these people have to be held accountable. Otherwise, they're just going to think they could get away with shit like this in the future. Ah, right. I'm building the little bot. I want to build a bot behind the bar. And I'm not, like, advocating, like, people do things, you know? Like, I'm not advocating the idea... Why can't I stick this there? Oh, I don't have cobalt. I just noticed that. Well, time to go into a cave. Or maybe I could buy some. That's why I looked at this thing. Yeah, I can. I got iodized cobalt in here. Yes, they do.
Said, I know we're still thinking Trump will initiate martial law before his term ends, meaning that he'll stay in office indefinitely.
Well, that's not liable to happen at all. Like, the only reason that would happen is if there's a large force that goes up against, like what we had before. But a lot of people aren't going, like what happened at the Capitol. But a lot of people aren't even going to be doing shit like that anymore. And if that's the case, then the police can just take over in that case. In that instance. You know? The only way that that kind of thing would happen is if collectively we actually say, yeah, sure, let's go ahead and do that, you know? And if it comes down to that, then that means that at this very moment, there are people who want that to happen. Because they think stupid things like, oh, if we can do that, then we can have a violent revolution. So yes, I'm totally in support of this. You know, that's the entire reason why some people voted for Trump in the first place, is because they want a violent revolution that's not going to do anything. That's not going to solve shit. We're not a tiny country. We are a big country. If we start fighting against each other, if we start burning everything down, other large countries are going to take advantage of that. Specifically, China and Russia. They're going to take advantage of that because it's going to weaken the hell out of us. We will no longer have an army. We will no longer have a defensive force. We won't have anything to fight back. It's okay if, like, a small country does something like that because they don't have that shit to begin with. But we have all of these things that are preventing our country from getting overrun by other larger countries that want to own America. Now, that's the other thing, too, is a lot of these people are freaking trolls from those countries that are intentionally doing this to try and disrupt our society and get us to fight each other. They want to try and create infighting, and that's not going to work. It's mostly not going to work because the only idiots that fall for that are the MAGA crowd, and not only are they shrinking, but they're lazy as hell. Have you seen MAGA? They are fucking lazy, fat-ass oafs. The amount of people that were at the Capitol riots, that's tiny. The police could have easily handled that. But there were only a handful of them available at the Capitol at the time. They had their only one shot to take control of the capital, and they wasted it. Completely wasted it. Now it's not going to happen. Not just at the capital, like literally anywhere. You only have one shot at these things. You can't do them again. There isn't going to be another riot because that won't end well. Even if I was going to name it, you know what, Chump. Yeah, there we go. Even if Chump is still in charge, I was going to say that, but then I was like, you know what? Yeah, just call him Chump. It was practically in his name. But yeah, it can't come to that anymore because they've already wasted their one shot at doing it right. So the only way Donald Trump could claim martial law is if Democrats did that. Is if Democrats all supportedly got up and said, let's just start a riot for no reason, even though all signs point to us winning in the midterms. There's no real reason to be super angry. Sure, ICE sucks. We all hate ICE. But the protesters are easily capable of taking care of that. We've already seen that ICE doesn't know what to do about the protesters, and any time that they kill one of them, literally swaths of ICE get chased out of the state when that kind of shit happens. So they can't do that shit, even though they want to. So it's not going to happen no matter how hard they try. They can't get liberals to create a massive army and destroy a government building. They can't get Democrats to do it. Those are the only two forces that would do it right now. Why would MAGA do it? Why would MAGA do it? Republicans own literally everything. Even if they lose everything in the midterms 2 years from now, they still wouldn't be capable of doing it because they've already had their one shot to do it and they can't have it anymore. Because that ship sailed. And that's why Trump's panicking as much as he is, because he has no other cards to play. He's trying to make people think that he can rig the elections, but he's doing a really piss-poor job of it. Because he's basically, all of his boasting and shit, I know he's about to go on air tonight and try to make up some bullshit. Everybody's already predicted what he's going to say to try and get people to fear going out and voting. It's not going to work. Everybody's already seeing through his bullshit. I'm wondering if I should build a bot up here too. I don't know if it would work right. Oh, yeah, I think I can get it from this angle. I don't know how to do the arms, though. Kind of. I don't know. Yeah, see, that's what I'm worried about. Maybe I could just put both of them on this side. I mean, it's a robot. It doesn't have to have both of its arms near its face. Oh, wait a minute. No. It's on the side of it. I don't think... Yeah, this actually might work. I could get it up a little higher. Isn't there a way to cycle the axis? Yes, there we go. Yeah, there we are. Yeah, that works. Oh, right. Oh, shit, it's not high enough to do that. I just noticed. I guess there's an invisible wall. Okay, we're gonna have to put something there. I don't have the plate. Unless it's in... No, it's not in there. Nah, none of these will work either. Let's go buy it. I'll go buy it. I've got 6. I can probably get it. I can't remember where it is, but if we have to unlock a couple of things to get to it, I can manage that. But yeah, there's no revolution that's going to happen. Well, violent one, I mean. There's no violent revolution that's going to be happening to warrant a martial law. He tried and failed several times to get martial law to start up last year, to the point where now all branches of government have stripped him of his commanding power over ground forces, and he doesn't have any power over the policing forces anymore. All he has is ICE, and ICE is A, dwindling, and B, very limited. You know, when you think about it, they've only been conducting large-scale attacks on individual cities in individual states. They can't do anything wide-scale to the point where it would cause a riot or a revolution, because they'd already be trying that right now. And every time one of them kills somebody, it makes their dwindles their forces down even more, and it makes it even more impossible for ICE to get away with anything. And it strengthens our side. So it's like, what the hell? They're just playing a losing game at this point. Even if they keep trying to get some kind of martial law thing going, and they can't. They've exhausted all ways to do that. So the only way that they could do it is if, I don't know, somebody sneezes and then Donald Trump screams, martial law! I don't even think that would be possible, because once midterms are over, even if we don't take the Senate, we'll take the House. And that's going to back up everything to the point where he wouldn't be able to declare martial law without causing some kind of problem in Congress, to the point where it wouldn't be upheld, because he'd need the absolute power over the military and the absolute power over the policing forces. And A, he's already lost the policing forces, and he's going to be losing the branch of the military as it stands now with this stupid-ass war he thinks he's winning. He's losing everything, and everybody can see it. And now the statement he's about to make when he goes live today, it's just going to be him doing more fear tactics. Oh, I've fired all these people that were inconsequential to the election. I'm going to try and manipulate people into thinking certain individuals in charge of governing positions and seats aren't eligible. He's going to make up all kinds of bullshit that's going to completely be disproven an hour later. So I don't know exactly what he's going to do at this fucking statement he's about to make, but it won't change anything. Everyone's going to vote. Everyone's been voting. We've seen a huge wave of new registration, new registered Democratic voters over the past 3 months, and ever since Thomas Petty died, especially. Like, that was like, I think for a lot of MAGA, that was a huge tipping point, because they're all about guns, and now suddenly the Republican Party is against guns. So that was a huge tipping point. Sorry, my dyslexia. Tipping point for a lot of the MAGA, because they're all fucking gun nuts. So I don't know. The only way that Trump could pull any of this, the only way he could get away with any of this, the only way he could turn any of this around, is if he was actually doing the things that he said he was going to do when running for re-election in 2024. If he miraculously brought down the price of groceries, if he miraculously made housing livable, if he created a new form of healthcare, if he affordable healthcare, I mean, if he miraculously ended this war and made oil magically be even cheaper than it was before. Let me see, what other things did he promise? I can't remember. Epstein files, right. If he released literally all of the Epstein files unredacted in its entirety and held everyone in them accountable, that would be the only way he could turn this around. And he only has 2 months to do it. I don't see him doing it in 2 months. He's not going to do it in 2 months. He's not going to do one of those things in 2 months. Any of those things. So, he's already... I can see it in his face every time he talks. Anytime that they show him anywhere in the YouTube videos that I watch about people making fun of him, he looks exhausted. He looks like he's already dead. He's checked out completely. All he wants is to somehow not go to prison right now. That's the only thing that he wants. And I don't even think he's going to get that at this point. If they impeach him, that's it. The Senate's on the Democrat side once he gets impeached. And then there's going to be open investigations nonstop. And he's going to prison. I don't know. You could just see it in his face. He is just a man that knows his time is over. So either he's going to do something drastic like... I don't know. I don't even think he would do that. He's such a freaking coward. He's such a narcissist that he wouldn't even think for a moment that ending it all would justify anything. He wouldn't even entertain that idea because he's such a freaking pussy, a narcissist. He probably looks at himself in the mirror still and thinks he looks good. Hell, I'm in my 40s and even I look in the mirror and I'm like, damn, I'm old, Narcissists don't do that. They think no matter what... Ah, there it is right there. They think no matter what, they're unstoppable. They're invincible. Yeah. That's what I was looking for. Well, it's easy to say. I said it before. I'm going to say it again now because it was during a different stream. That once midterms are over, things are going to actually start shifting back. And then we can start beginning to progress again. You saw how fast everything moved on after Trump's first term. It's going to do twice as fast. It's going to be twice as fast this time. And you know what? I think that's what he's mostly afraid of. That's why he's building golden statues and trying to put his name on everything. Because he knows after midterms, things are going to move on without him, and he doesn't want that because he's so goddamn selfish. And that golden statue, I'm telling you, is coming down like almost immediately. He has his own forces guarding that thing day and night because he knows it's going to get completely demolished once he's no longer in charge of anything. And that's just the most hilarious thing. It's his baby. He loves that statue more than his own children. It's ridiculous. He takes care of that statue more than he would any of his children. Oh, I was hitting down, not up. Well, it's too low. How do I... Yeah, there's an invisible wall. Ah, shit. Okay. Maybe if I shrink it. Okay, that's a little better. Ugh. Maybe if I make like a tiled... No, that's not gonna work either. Shoot. But yeah, I can't be too mad. Things are going up and up like crazy in this fight. That's the other funny thing too, is like you could see the panic in a lot of Republicans right now too. It's funny. There's that one, I don't know his name, I can't be bothered to remember any political names. Like I said, I'm not political. The only reason why I'm in this fight to begin with is because I am staunchly against Donald Trump. Maybe I should just leave it like that. And the arms are just floating. Maybe. I mean, maybe they have their own little anti-gravity things inside of them. That kind of looks okay. Like maybe the plate itself has technology in it that's keeping the computer system going and floating at the same time. I guess that works. I wanted to put a vent there to kind of make it look like there's a hole it's going through, but it doesn't have to be like that. But yeah, like I said, I'm not political. I'm just 100% against this regime. And I want to see it taken down. Because it goes against literally everything that I am for. I mean, I don't like billionaires to begin with. I'm not a fan of the 1% as it stands. And the very fact that they're in charge right now pisses the hell out of me. I'm really fucking pissed off. We had presidents like Obama and Clinton taxing the 1%. In the case of Bill Clinton, he was taxing the hell out of them. There's a reason why every billionaire dislikes him. Because when they were millionaires, he taxed the fuck out of them. And I just kind of wish we had a president like that again. That's like the whole mythos is I want a president like that again. That's going to tax the hell out of big businesses, out of corporations, out of billionaires. Because they should not exist to begin with. I've always hated greed and despised it. And those people just live off of it. So it sickens me to see them with this much power. Will I go back to normal once this regime's been taken down and billionaires are no longer in control of the government? Probably not. I guarantee I'll still be mad at billionaires and still be in an uproar about them. I just won't be giving a fuck about our government anymore. Oh, that's why I don't have flags there. I mean, yeah, I'm going to be following the political scene to the same extent that I did before, where I'm hoping that they're going to take control of the... where I'm hoping they're going to take control of a lot of the situations, like in terms of inequality and, you know, the base things that everybody wants for their leaders in office. But mostly, I'm wanting someone that's going to hold all these assholes accountable. Take them down. Put them in prison. Take the money away from their kids, because they don't deserve it. And in that case, I'm not even just talking about Trump. I'm just talking about billionaires in general. Because they've all shown their hat. They've all shown exactly what it is they want from the world. And the increase of AI is just further deepening that idea of what they want. Right, now that I've decorated my base to the point where I'm happy with it, let's go find something else to do. Because I still got like an hour and 10 minutes. Yeah, this is probably why I shouldn't have started this stream so early. It's just I wanted to get started doing stuff. What is this? Oh, right. I had this in my starship, but I ran out of space. I guess maybe I gotta... No, it's not easy to get... It's not easy to get those. I'd have to go and get a... Damn. I'd have to get a frigate and all that jazz. You know what? Let's work on that. Let's get ourselves a freighter. I mean, only one way I know of to do that. Wait, where am I going? Oh, that's to the galactic core? Nah, I just want to go somewhere close by. I don't care where. I think when it comes to evil, that's probably like... the first thing that I think about is the people at the top, the 1%. Because, I mean, they wouldn't be in their position if they weren't already greedy as hell. There are a lot of... Wait, was this a... Oh, this is a place I've been to before. Well, I didn't get what I wanted. I wanted a freighter battle, but no chance of that. Alright, let's go... I don't know, here. I mean, it is a random happenstance that I'd run into a freighter battle, so I can't really expect it to happen on the first try. And it's not even just an issue of, like, me being poor, you know? I'm poor as fuck. I live in an apartment with my sisters. We all work together to take care of ourselves. So I'm not denying that I'm poor. And I'm also not going to agree that it's because I'm poor that I feel like this. I just feel like everyone should feel this way, you know? I've been thinking about shit like this ever since I was a little kid. I just have a reason to express it now. I talk about stuff like this with my friends like all the time. It's why I don't have that many friends. So that's the whole reason why I didn't really talk about it too much on streams or when I'm in online chats and stuff like that, because I know nobody really wants to hear it. But now everyone's gonna fucking hear it. I don't fucking care. These are my inner thoughts. These are my most inner, like, secrets. If any of you out there watching are a friend of mine who have always wondered what I've been thinking about when I'm sitting there looking as though I'm contemplating something, this is what I'm thinking about. How much I fucking hate the big ass fucking corporations out there taking advantage of small people like me. I'm wondering why nobody's really doing anything to stop it. I don't want to say that I'm like about to go out and set things on fire. I'm not doing that because I know that there are better ways to get shit done. If we lived in a society that was literally incapable of doing anything like that, like if we literally had no power, then yeah, I'd probably be setting things on fire. But we don't. We still have power, regardless of how much Trump has tried to make us think we don't. We do. We have as much power as we've always had in this country. It's just we haven't been taking advantage of it. And it's because our leaders have either been incompetent or just, in on it, corrupt. I don't know. When I was a kid and I saw Bill Clinton taxing the hell out of these billionaires and a lot of them making fun of him about it in a lot of the media I watched, like The Simpsons, I was always thinking things like, oh, they're just mad because they have to pay the kind of taxes that they should be paying. But then George Bush took office and now suddenly they're not getting taxed as much. And then Obama came back and was like, we're going to tax them again. And I'm like, yeah. But then Trump came in and they're getting even more money now because Trump was 100% in favor of tax cuts for the rich. And he still is. And that's the one reason why I feel like a lot of people should have voted against him. They should have known better than to vote for him when they knew he was just going to start doing it again. There are a lot of red flags that people should have been paying attention to even before his first term, but they didn't, and, that's on them. Even the people that were all like, oh, we'll see how things go in his first term. I was like, no. Nobody's gonna do that. He might even, like, I don't want to say the name because I work for them, but I work with them. I'm just going to say my friend that I work with was saying that, and I looked at him and I was like, I was like, I'm not giving him anything. I'm not giving him any kind of a chance because I know people like that that's all they want is a chance so that they can take advantage of the situation. You don't give people like Trump chances because that's how they live off of. That's how they make their money. That's how they survive in this world. I mean, he said it himself. That's how he lives. He takes advantage of stupid people who are willing to give him a chance. I mean, it's all men like him, When it comes to getting a girlfriend, the only men like Trump that can get a girlfriend are men who can convince women to go out with them, to give them a chance, When a guy's out there telling you, give me a chance, that's a huge red flag, I'm wondering if I'm trying to think of a device right now that's able to initiate a freighter battle, because I'm pretty sure there is one. And I was thinking I had one on my person, but apparently I don't. Maybe if I open this up. No. Just a photon cannon upgrade. Oh, wait, No. That's for... I think this is for a abandoned freighter, but it could also be for a... I'm reading it now. I'm going to guess maybe. I mean, it's something to do. Let's use it. Ship signature. Okay, so I guess we gotta... Maybe this will do it. Yeah, there's something. That doesn't look like a freighter symbol, though. It's been a long time since I've opened up one of these. I'm kind of curious. I'm thinking this might be how I get a Sentinel ship. After I do this, I think I'll take a bit of a break. I'm done ranting. It's just that guy really got to me when he said that. He wasn't even directing it towards me, you know? Like I said, he was just generalizing, but when you do stuff like that, you end up hurting the feelings of people, even if they're friends, you know? If they're friends and family, you generalize stuff like that. It's gonna insult literally everybody, even the people you don't intend to be insulting. So yeah, if he is out there watching this, I hope you understand the kind of emotional damage that gives me when you say shit like that. It's not just emotional damage, it's just like downright insulting too. That's like... I mean, you don't like them as much as I don't like them, so you can imagine how upset I am when you treat me like one of them. So I'm like, what? Why are you saying shit like that? I don't even care if you were joking. It's just not, you know, it's just not cool. I fucking hate those guys. Why do you think that I'd be okay with that kind of a joke? This has to be about a crashed Sentinel ship. I hate it when they put stuff on the side of a mountain like that. Because now I gotta find a landing spot. It used to be you could land anywhere. Ah, the good old days of No Man's Sky. And all the glitchy goodness. No, I get it. I'm just saying, I get that they changed that for a reason, but a lot of people miss being able to land regardless of the terrain. Yeah, it's that way. Not that far either. And I think I have a core. Oh, there it is right there. Shit. Yeah, it's a Sentinel ship. It's one of them. Damn it. I was hoping for the more tank-looking ones, you know? K-purged. I have a couple of these things. Oh. That's right. And I think we need this in order to, fix it. Yeah, the harmonic brain. Okay, so we're gonna have to collect some pieces here. One inverted mirror. Okay, I don't know why I thought it said 2. Wait, I think the other thing was... How many crystals? Shards, okay. 3. Alright, so I just need 1. Alright, and for those I can use this. Oh, there goes 1. That's pretty far. That's closer. Yeah, that one's way closer. There was a guy, like, I'm not saying that I'm fucking a psychopath when it comes to hating these people either, so don't get it twisted. Like, there was a guy that I was working with who was just like, oh, I wish I could kill, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, no, I want them in prison. I want people in prison. I don't want people dying. I don't want to kill people over this shit. I want them in prison. Because not only does that prove that they are wrong, not only does it prove that they are the ones in the wrong, but it sends a message to anyone else, you know? When people die, just die from being the hateful people that they are, it spreads the wrong message to other people that are like that. It makes them think, oh, it actually makes them feel like a victim. And it gives them a victim complex to where they think, oh, I'm the victim now. Just because I have these thoughts and feelings, I deserve to die. That's the way that they think. And that's why you should not kill those people, regardless of how much you hate them. They deserve to go to prison because it shows them that their actions have consequences. And that's like the one thing that they fear the most. They don't fear death. You think monsters like that fear death? They don't give a fuck if they die. They fear being encaged. They feel fear over having no control over their life. Oh my god, why am I not? Am I not doing any damage? Okay, there it goes. I got an echolocator? Okay, yeah, it's gone. That's all I got was an echolocator I was supposed to... Oh, that's right. These have a very low chance of spawning one. I forgot the RNG involved. So it's over that way. It's just not close enough to give off that kind of a signal, I guess. But yeah, I totally want literally all of them behind bars. And that's the other thing too. When you're killing them, you're just giving their family more money, you're giving them more power, more sway, more influence. I mean, we saw what happened when Charlie Kirk died. Nobody was affected by that. Literally nobody incurred any consequences over that. And if anything, it just gave them more points and more of a reason to argue in defense of the things they believe. I don't know. I feel like that entire year 2025 was a lesson to all of us on why not to be violent, why not to kill people, and all of that, you know? Because it's just going to give them more power. When you give them, when you do things like that, it's what they want. It's the reason why they're stirring their pot. It's the reason why they're stirring the pot. It's the reason why they're trolling on Twitter. It's the reason why they're sending military forces out. Because they want you to react like that so that it gives them a reason to take away our power even more. And now this year, now that we've been actually doing things right, protesting, getting the votes, making calls, getting behind our senators and people that are actually working for us, you know, not just legitimately going, oh, it's over now, time to start setting fires, you know. And now that we're doing things like that, we're taking control back. Because that's the way that you're supposed to do it. When you still have power, that's the way that you're supposed to do it. Because you still have something to use in your benefit. When you just immediately give up and do the wrong thing, you're giving up more of your power. And a lot of people just don't realize that. They just want to immediately jump to violence because they think it solves everything. And I get why people think that way too. I'm not saying that it's not something that people should be thinking. I mean, it is something that they shouldn't be thinking. But it's the only reason why they're thinking it is because it's part of their baser instinct. It's basic human instinct to think that violence is going to resolve a problem because either A, you have no other solution, or wow, this is a big ass mountain. I probably should have gone around. Because A, you don't have any other solution, or B, you just don't know, you know? You don't know any better. You don't know that there are other avenues, other pathways you can be taking. And it's because either A, your rage is blinding you, or B, you've been lied to your entire life. You've bought into a lot of propaganda, and you think that there's no solution. You don't see the avenues that you can take to get what you want. You've been led to believe that the only way to solve things is through violence. And I'm not holding you accountable for anything like that. If you're not, everyone starts off somewhere, and I get it, a lot of people are young, they don't know this stuff yet. Hey, I got the Atlas Pass from a box? Really? From a container. You can get the Atlas Pass from a container now. What? Is that the Atlas Pass or the blueprint for it? It's the blueprint for it, I'm guessing. I don't know, it's been a while since I've made one. I don't know if... Whatever. That's interesting.
Said, didn't you say you were done ranting like minutes ago?
Oh no, I've started off this stream with that rant. And I'm going to keep ranting about it. It's because it needs to be said. These are important topics. These are things that people need. If anyone's out there listening, they need to hear it. We live in a different political climate these days. If people aren't speaking up, if they're being silent... Finally, I got an inverted mirror. Thank God. If they're being silent, then they're being complacent. And they have absolutely no right to any kind of judgment if they're in that state of mind. Yeah, I'm sorry, dude. If you disagree, you can leave. That's totally fine. I'm okay with that. I'm just saying that people need to start speaking up more. And it just shows the kind of person you are when you're not. Okay, so I got that, and now I have to do the thing to cool down the brain or whatever it is. I can't remember because it's been forever since I've done this. I think we're supposed to put it inside of a one of those computer, whatever they're called. It's like a base computer of sorts, I guess you could call it.
I was joking with you, calm yourself, LOL.
But I mean, I was way more angrier earlier on than I am now, that's for sure. I don't know what you think my anger sounds like, but earlier on in the stream, I was way angrier. I'm just, you know, stating facts now.
Whiskey BU. Said. A monolith.
Right. It could be a couple of things. They have you go and place this brain inside of a couple of things. I gotta get back to my ship because that looks like it's pretty far. I remember one time I placed it inside of one of those ruins that looked like a fucking Rubik's Cube. Ruins, monoliths, fuck, what was the other one? Ancient, no, not ancient, I don't know, the things that look like giant looms. Something looms. I think the loom is in the name. I don't know. It's been a very long time since I've gotten a Sentinel ship. Years, actually. I want to say 2023. That's when I last got a Sentinel ship. And to be honest, whoops. The Sentinel ships don't really entice me that much. Oh, yeah, no, I know you don't frequent the stream that much, but I don't really talk too much about, I don't try and convince people to stay. A lot of times I'll say that, let me see. Win time? No, it was Bryce that showed up yesterday. Bryce showed up to the stream yesterday, and I said, hey, how's it going? And he was only here for a little while, and afterwards I was like, I don't mind if you leave. Because like I'm saying, as long as you stop by and say hello, that's all I ask. I just like knowing that everybody's still alive out there. In the world we live in these days, it's hard to tell whether or not someone's going to be gone forever, and it makes me sad. Especially when it comes to... yeah, I definitely need my ship. That's way too far. I was thinking I could run there, but... I'll just summon it. Fuck it.
Whiskey BU said, yeah, most interceptors are trash and not worth the hunt.
Yeah, there's one, though, that looks really cool. I haven't been able to find it, but I don't really look for them that much. I don't concern myself too much, but there is one that looks pretty cool. I can't remember which one it was, but when I first saw it back when they became available as ships, I saw it and I was like, damn. It's the one that looks like a tank, basically. It has the tank treads underneath of it and stuff. I saw that and I was like, that looks fucking sick. But I never found it, so I gave up. I found one interceptor that looked sort of tanky, and I kept that one. Oh, right, I can't take off because I don't have enough fuel. Sorry, I drank the last of my energy drink a minute ago, and now I'm just kind of running off fumes, waiting for 8 o'clock to roll around so I could do another 3 missions and then call it a day. I am going to have to use the bathroom pretty soon, though, so I'm glad I'm wrapping this up. Getting this ship. Because there is something I will say about expeditions. You do get a good chunk of money when you have several ships that you obtain through the expedition. So this will at least be worth my time. Where's the... It's like a cube for these ones, I think, that you interact with. Or is it... Okay, no, it's a panel. I was saying it's either a cube or a ball or... It's a panel. Right.
Whiskey BU said, and dragonfly wings, yeah, they are rare, best to follow.
And there we go, harmonic brain. I think you also get currency for learning words, so it's within your benefit to learn language as you play through an expedition too. Oh, I put the new armor set on my character on my main save. The shoes and the gloves are sick as hell. They look really great on my main save character, so the next time I pull up my main save to play on the stream, you guys are going to see they look really cool. A lot of this armor set is very bulky, so I like what Brock said. I think it was Brock that said it last time he was here, is it looks more like Bionicle. It was either Brock or Vampiric Fox, I can't remember, as one of them who tuned in last time. And I had to agree. I didn't even think of it like that, but it is very Bionicle looking. But by themselves, the gloves, the shoes, they're pretty epic. So I definitely put them on my character. There we go. Now B. Hey, it could have been worse. Yeah, this one's not really one of the good looking ones either. It has that weird ass shaped engine on the back. Look. The cockpit's nice though. I do like that's the same cockpit that you see with the tank one that I like. Come on, get in. There we go. Oh, right, I have to... Sorry, it's been a long time since I've claimed a ship like this. All of them have the same interior, though. Which is okay, I'm not complaining about that, it's just... Some of the interiors for certain ships are very blah. Corvettes, though, I do like that they have different interiors for each cockpit. That's a nice addition. I just wish that they would take advantage of that, you know? Make a bunch of new types of Corvette pieces. Some might argue that 3 is enough, but... Well, 4 now. Because of the avian, the Sentinel looking pieces. I don't know, not everybody has those. They're only available through the expedition. But me, I like variety in the ships that I pilot. That's why I don't hunt down ships all that often. I miss 4K. I really would like to know exactly what their opinion is on the Corvettes. But I haven't seen them in forever. I hope they're doing okay. Right, so we'll go back to the space station. And we will teleport back to my base. And then I'm going to take a bit of a break. We still got around 7 minutes, or not 7, 37 minutes until the missions. I guess you could say start back up. I don't know. Ooh. I think that's another reason why I like doing these streams, is it gives me a good place to rant about shit that pisses me off throughout the day. There are a number of reasons why I feel like everybody should have a vlog. It's important for your mental health. Especially in times like this where it feels like nobody, either A, nobody wants to agree with you, or B, you're too afraid to do things. Just speak up. Do it somewhere. For your own sake, you know? Because it's not good for your mental health to just bottle shit up like that. Not only that, but you don't know who's listening. You might empower somebody to actually do something that will help your case. Or, you know, you could make a friend at the very least. It's not the worst thing in the world to express yourself. Sorry, I just have a habit of going to the base screen when it comes to warping back to my base. I guess that's just because of how many bases I have on my main save. Bases and settlements. Oh, not only did I hook up my PS4 yesterday, not yesterday, 2 days ago. No, 3 days now. Damn. Sorry, I'm losing losing grip on time. Because I'm getting tired. Oh, that I'm getting old. But I hooked up my PS4 and I hooked up my PS3. So those are all clear. I also have my Wii U hooked up, and I do have my Dreamcast hooked up, but it's not, you know, it's not plugged in because I don't have the wires that can go to my TV. So I am more than prepared to start playing and streaming old games. And I cannot wait to get back into Brutal Legends. I really didn't get very far in that game, and I wish I could have way back when I had a 360. I don't know why I keep going. I feel like in the back of my head there was something I wanted to do here, but I keep forgetting what it is. Damn it. It's gonna bother me now. I started up this stream thinking of it, and now I can't remember. Alright, well, let's find a place to sit down and... Oh, right, I don't have any seats because I didn't buy the chair. I'll just have me... I don't know, the stance. I don't know. And then I'll go on break, take a piss, and then come back. There. Dance, man, dance. Alright, I'll leave you all with some music, and I'll be back in about 15-20 minutes.
All creator said. Hello everyone, I hope you're enjoying the music. If you're watching in the archives, now would be a great time to leave a like.
Okay, I'm back. So made myself a drink while I was out. Got some iced tea. So we still got about 14 minutes. Guess I could see what this is. What's up with this? Forget what these do. Sure, why not? Something to do, right? A harmonic echo. Oh, okay. This is an autophage base. That sounds cool. It sounds like fun. Let's go do that. Got a new ship and everything, so... Whoa, shit, I forgot. This is different from my other ship. It's a bit faster. I'll do it from space. It's faster. God. Every time that I play No Man's Sky and I go from a planet to space and then back and stuff, it makes me wonder exactly what they're going to do with, Light No Fire. I'm very eager to play that game. I know we haven't really heard anything about it, but I still have it in the back of my head, just constantly on my mind. Oh, nice. Oh, that's multi-tool. Never mind. Not that nice. I was hoping for, you know, like a ship part. You know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, I still have the thing in my inventory. Oh, no, I have it on my other ship. Darn it. That's right. I took it out, and I put it in my other ship. Oh, there we go. I could use that. I knew that these things had those in them. I just didn't think I'd be lucky enough to get one. So now I could use that on my other ship and put the one piece back. Oh, another thing to sell. Or, wait a minute. Oh, I gotta dismantle it, right? Oh, gold. I guess that's cool. What about you? Platinum. Again. What? I'm not that far away. Oh, right. I don't have the one thing installed. Well, since this is the last time I'm going to be using this save, I may as well just, you know, not do anything. This save will still be available once the expedition ends. So... Actually, come to think of it, maybe I should convert my save once I'm done today. That sounds like a good idea, because it feels like that might be a good idea. That might be something I should do. Let's do that. Yeah, because I really don't know what's going to happen once this expedition's completely done with. I don't know if No, I think the expedition computer and converting your save back is still available, right? I think? I think so. I don't think it'll go... I don't think it'll just revert it back automatically. That wouldn't make sense. Our shells consumed by fire, our minds purged by betrayal, vanished to the glass beneath, forgotten by creation. But no longer we are given life. Gives life to themselves, we shall create ourselves in our own image. The terminal repeats this message endlessly on a loop, chanting out across its circuits. A strange interface glows within the familiar sequence of glyphs. Input override glyphs, scan memory registers. Okay, so this is the problem. I've got to add up these and then put in the thing. So that's 2, 7, and 13. 2, 7, 13. 2, 7, 13. So we do 2, 7, and 13. Just so you guys know that little tidbit that... Oh, hey, that's how I get the... Right. I didn't have it before because this is technically a different save. Right? Alright. Oh, fuck. Wait. I don't have the harmonic seal. I thought you got it by doing the thing. Oh, here we go. Deactivate multi-tool seal. Forgot I had to do that. And then I can use the other option to find another ship. But this isn't even one of the better looking versions of the Sentinel guns. I'll take it though, I don't have too many weapons. And I think you get money. I think you get units even for weapons. Not units, I mean nanites. Alright, so this should direct me towards another Sentinel ship. So we can go and grab that. This probably will take a little bit of time out of the missions. But I'm okay with that. Where's my... Oh, there it is. This way. Yeah, I'm close. But yeah, I'm feeling a lot better now that I got all that off my chest. Do I recommend everybody do this type of vlog that I do? Ah, flew right into the trees. Because everything's so dark. Didn't realize how close I was to the ground. There it is. Anyway, do I recommend people make vlogs the way I do? By playing video games? No. I mean, back in the old days, people used to do vlogs by just simply doing a face cam. People don't do that nowadays. They like to convert them into something else, like a story time or a... what are they? Like the short 1 minute inside of a car recording my rant thing. Those are nice too. It's fine to do those. But it's not as cooling. I don't know what I'm thinking when I say that. It's not as, I don't want to say relaxing. Cathartic, that's the word. It's not as cathartic as just having a stream or doing something for a while, you know? This is cathartic because I'm taking a lot of the time to actively talk about what I want to talk about unscripted, you know? Because when it comes to doing things like those rants that people do in their cars and stuff like that, those are all legitimately scripted. They're things that people write out a script for, or they memorize something, and it takes them a while to do it. And that entire time that they're doing it, they're seething, they're angry, and that entire time they could be taking to just, you know, just making the video itself. It feels a lot more cathartic when you do it like that. It's a lot less coherent, so I could get the appeal of actively writing a script, but you're still kind of seething even after you've written the script, and it's not as cathartic anymore when you make the video, because then it's just being done out of obligation. It's less coherent, yeah, but it's more meaningful when you just get it out there immediately. And here's the thing, too. When you're just unfiltered saying things like that, people get like, haha, look at this guy going on a rant. Haha, they're so angry, kind of thinking it's hilarious. But you're doing your part to actually help inform other people, for one, because a lot of people might not know what you're even talking about. People are in the dark these days, and you need to get them out into the light. But at the same time, you're just proving how much of a coward a lot of those people who say things like that are. There we go. If you're wondering why I'm so far away from the dissonance resonator... Oh shit, he caught me. Oh, nope. He lost me again. It's because it prevents them from finding me. That way I don't initiate combat immediately as soon as I start and I have time to gather it. Alright, so now we could go... Oh, there it is. Okay, so I got the... I did. First time, too. Awesome. Or first try, I mean. And get another one of those... emergency signals or whatever the hell they're called. One of those beacons. Waste my time on those. I'm not doing that again. That's the one. Oh, it changes color automatically. I didn't even realize that. I thought it was just that color by default, but once I change this over to be my ship, it's going to change color too, I guess. Can't help it. I'm betting you can change the color now that you've completed the expedition. I just don't want to. And now the harmonic brain. Right. Let's take it to... I think I have to... Wait, did it drop one? Did I get the harmonic brain from that? I didn't. Well, how am I supposed to... How am I supposed to get this ship if I don't have its harmonic brain? That's odd. Usually it's supposed to give it to me. I think I'm supposed to get the one device first. I can't remember what it's called. Shit. Right there. From a Sentinel Interceptor, increase your wanted level. Oh, right. Do I want to do that, though? I don't know. It's 8 o'clock. I could just forget about this entirely. I got stuff out of this, so I may as well forget it. No, what am I doing? I could just go into the space anomaly. But yeah, there are a number of ways that you can vlog. Not just the face cam thing or what I'm doing here with playing video games, but a lot of people do, what are they called? Meet and hangouts or something like that. I can't remember. Like, there are things you could do outdoors to vlog as well. Like, I don't know. I can't remember the name of this one guy, but I watch him and he likes to go out to bars and things like that. And they kind of have like a round table conversation about topics. Podcast. That's fucking dumb. A fucking podcast. What the hell? I'm so dumb. My brain's not thinking right now. But yeah, that's another form of a vlog, is a podcast. And that one's even more cathartic in my opinion, because then you have people around you that you're not only helping to make feel better, but they're reinforcing the thing that you're upset over. They're reinforcing your viewpoints. It's not like so much as what I would call a bubble when you're podcasting, as much as it is I don't know, I guess kind of just the idea of getting your voice out there and making yourself heard. It's not keeping yourself enclosed in a space to where everyone's just thinking the same thing. You're putting yourself out there. You're making everyone aware of your position. And not only does it help people feel more confident in what they have to say about certain topics, but you know, it just strengthens the thing that you're fighting for. And I don't even mean that in like a political sense either. It could be anything. Like, you get upset over video games, you get upset over movies, the way they're heading, general direction of anything. If you need to get your voice out there, you really should, because it helps you, it helps others. And there are people that don't even know this stuff that could get informed and make better choices. There's a guy I work with that doesn't know shit about AI, and he asks me about it all the time, and I hate having to describe the problems that it causes. But the little bit that I did tell him, I guess, opened up kind of a reservoir of inquiries for him, because he seems like he's diving more into it and realizing how bad it is. And I feel great because I got him to actually look into it and see why it's not a good thing. So, yo, Vampire Fox, welcome back. Well, yeah, exactly. That's a very good way of looking at it. It's a form of free therapy. Back in my day, therapy was extremely expensive, $200 minimum. I myself, when I was like really young, I'm trying to remember what age I was in therapy, but I was in speech therapy first. And through there is when they discovered my dyslexic problem. And then I was just going to, you know, mental therapy and things like that, you know, because they had to conduct studies and stuff, because dyslexia was still pretty new in the 80s. So, 80s, 90s. So, you know, it was all good for me. And it was helping progress the studies on dyslexia. So my parents got to get free therapy sessions out of it. Wait a minute. I picked up that mission, right? Oh, I already got the... Okay. I already have the stuff in my inventory. I could just go back and talk with. Where'd it go? Oh well, let's just summon it again. Anyway, but yeah, they didn't have to pay for the therapy that I went to when I was a kid. But after I got older and really wanted people to talk to, especially when I lost my girlfriend at the age of 32, like, therapy's so expensive. Like trying your hardest to find people to talk to about certain things is really difficult too. So just getting your voice out there can help with that. Because you meet like-minded people that want to help build you up. Not even intentionally. They just do it because they at the same time are getting something out of it. Yep. I'm just wondering why the little icon isn't showing up. Oh, that's not... Oh, I was looking at the expedition. It was not... Yeah, I meant to look at this. Here's what I'm supposed to be doing. Okay. Looking down at the bottom left like, oh, I gotta talk with Polo? Okay, but that was for the expedition. That wasn't for the mission that I was on. Now, let's make sure I have it... Yeah, okay. I have it pinned. Yeah. That's what... What the hell is going on here? Why didn't he ask me... Do I not have the paraffinium? I thought I did. It's weird that it doesn't even show me. Well, let's look at my system and see if I can have any planets nearby.
Vampiric Fox said, "See, I
there it is.
Keep those things to myself, and I'm sure a therapist isn't going to tell me anything I haven't already told myself."
Right, but a lot of times, like I'm trying to say now, is that getting it out there so that people can hear it is not only important for you because it lets you express yourself, which is very important. It's not important to... It's not good to keep that kind of thing inside because it can stir and become things like hatred and anger. Like when I first started off this stream, I was angry. I was angry at what the guy said to me. So I expressed myself and now I'm feeling a lot better. But if I just kept it inside, I'd still be seething. And it would make me even angrier and it might even disrupt my sleep. And when it gets to that point, then you know you got a problem, you know? So getting it out there, talking about it, even if it's to nobody, just expressing yourself. And if you do feel uncomfortable about making a vlog, I get that too. I get that. It can be very embarrassing. I sometimes wonder why I do this because I'm like the biggest dork in the world. But there are other things that you can do. You could write a journal. You can, I don't know, compose entries in a video game. I remember there was this hilarious thing that I used to do when I was live streaming Minecraft where I'd make fake journal entries. You could do that in a video game that only you play, you know? And maybe just make it open for other people to discover. Because that's what I did. I had a Minecraft server when I was like 20-something. Or... Wait. No, it was... Was I friends with Paul back then? I can't remember. It was back when I was playing Minecraft, and that was... I think it was 2011, 2012. So yeah, I might have been like 30-something, 31, 32. And... like I said, I was doing it because we had like a server and I was leaving little journal entries around. You could do something like that. I just thought of that. That's not technically what I did to express myself. I just think it would be funny if someone did that. I just thought that up. Like imagine, you know, just making a journal entry using a pseudonym in Minecraft, and then someone finds it and they're like, oh man, this dude's going through some shit, you know? You know, you'd be putting it out there in a way that doesn't implicate you. Oh, this moon looks nice. And it has paraffinium on it. There we go. I guess I've been to this moon already because I've already identified some stuff here. But yeah, Vampiric Fox, free therapy. But I mean, you do you. If you want to... What's going on with my gun? Oh, that's right, I changed my gun.
Honestly, to me that feels like a form of
I just wanted it so I could turn it in for money at the end of this. I guess you could look at it that way, but sometimes people need to be heard, you know? And I'm not saying do it because you want attention. It's not like I got on here and demanded everybody come watch my stream because I'm ranting. But you could do it just for you. There's a difference between attention seeking and expressing yourself. Because at the end of if someone was seeking attention, it'd be like
Vampiric Fox said. One
Whoops.
thing that annoys others is my refusal to engage in conversations.
Oh yeah, we talked about that once before, didn't we? We said how useless it is to just be like hi when you go through the motions. But sometimes I guess it's important because that way you acknowledge the person's existence. And that's not even attention seeking, it's just when you don't say things to somebody, they will take it as an insult. It's either an insult or, you know, they feel wounded, you know? Because it's like, they must not care about me, or, because it can feel like that. Imagine waking up one day and saying hello to your parents and they don't even respond to you and they just treat you like you're there, like you're a problem. That's what it can feel like when you don't acknowledge somebody's presence. Or it could just feel like somebody's intentionally thinking they're better than you. And I'm not saying that you do that to other people. I'm just saying that's probably why they think that. So at least a nod or a wave is nice. But you don't have to. I'm just saying that's probably why they think that way. And it's not anyone's fault. And I'm sure that they realize that you're probably not a big talker. So, don't immediately start saying hello to people. Because, some people get upset about that too. Some people can be all like, I'm tired of hearing hellos. There's a guy that I work with that I was saying, hey, what's up to him every day. I wasn't looking for a response. I was just saying it to be nice. And then one day they're just like, if you ask me what's up again, I'm gonna... I can't remember what he said, but I know he was upset.
Vampiric Fox said, it's not that I
Yeah. That's good too. But yeah, the guy was just like, if you say what's up one more time, I can't remember what exactly he said, but I knew he was upset about the fact that I kept saying what's up like I wanted a response. But that's not what I meant to do. I was just saying it because, yo, what's up is just something that people typically say to each other. Or how's it going, So I just stopped saying it to him. I just said yo, and that's all I say to him now when I see him. I realize it was probably just a bad day for him too, but at the same time, when people say something like that to me, I realize that maybe I'm either overstepping a boundary or maybe I'm coming across as too needy, so... Oh my god, that's so far away! Well, this is a moon. Maybe it's just very rare on this moon. I didn't realize it was that far away. Would have started running a lot sooner. I thought it was just over the hill. Ag. Bouncing off of stuff.
Vampiric Fox said, "Hello Li, no problem saying hi when mess up is just a greeting like hello, so I just say hi."
Yeah. I'm guessing that day he was just not feeling like saying anything in particular to his mood. He was probably really upset, so... Alright, I hope this will be enough. That's kind of a small chunk of rock. How much do I need? I think 100 and something. I think I'll be good. This will be enough. Yeah, 120. Yeah, I'm good. Alright, that should do it. Paraffinium's kind of useless, so I didn't want to collect too much of it. But yeah, Vampiric Fox, I'm glad that the two of us can start talking Pal World a lot more these days. Like I said, I'm happy that they've increased a lot of the things, like collecting experience is easier, and they've upped the level cap again, so that's probably why it's easier. But it's reinvigorated my love of Pal World. I'm still going to stick to a schedule next week and the week after that, but 3 weeks from now I'm going to be on vacation, so I'll probably be playing Pal World a lot more. This update came at a really good time. Not only that, but No Man's Sky is about to get another really big update too, because it's almost the 10th anniversary. I think August 9th? August 9th is the 10th anniversary of No Man's Sky. So that's almost here. They'll have about 2 weeks to get everything situated and ready for the big day. So I'm very eager to see what they got planned. I'm very happy. It's all going to be happening on my vacation. I'll have plenty of time to really get into it and enjoy it. I'll be able to get into Pal World, get into No Man's Sky. I think even Genshin Impact's supposed to have a really big update next month too, so... Yeah, but couldn't all be happening at a better time. I don't know, I also kind of want to do other things on my vacation, you know? Not just play video games. I kind of want to draw up some more avatars and stuff for my stream. To make my thumbnails look better. There are a few reactions that I want to draw my character in for the thumbnails, because sometimes I think it's about 6 or 7 emotions that I have some of them just don't express exactly how I feel about what's going on with the game, you know? I added an additional 2 at the beginning of this year, but I feel like I should draw a lot more. And I might do that on my vacation. I also... One of my old Roombas 3 years ago ended up breaking down and I had to get a new one, but I still have the old one, and all I really need to do is replace the battery in it. And I'm thinking I'm going to do that over my vacation as well. I mean, I don't need it, because the Roomba that we do have for our living room functions just fine. In fact, it's way better. But I could probably use it in my room, you know? My sister asked me, she was like, we could put it in Johnny's room, my nephew. And I was like, yeah, but he's gonna have to take care of it and empty it himself. Do you think he's going to be willing to do that? And she was like, no, I don't think so. So I was like, yeah, you might as well just keep vacuuming his room. Because, I mean, for as much as Johnny likes technology, he's not at that age where he wants to take care of it yet, you know? All kids are the same. When they're young, they just want technology. They don't want the burden of taking care of it. Whenever something breaks, they expect their parents to do something about it. And that's fine. He's still young. He's like 14, so I'm not expecting him to become an engineer overnight. But I definitely wouldn't trust him with having a Roomba in his room, especially if he is not going to, like, do things, the basic things, like emptying its trash bin and stuff. Especially not with the roller. Like, the roller collects a bunch of hair and debris and stuff. And you have to keep that thing clean at least once a month. I don't see him doing that. Alright, so... Right, we gotta talk with Polo. Marco. Polo. This is one of the rare missions during this expedition where you have to go back to the anomaly after you're done it. Can't just pick up another one. But yeah, now that I've gotten all of that off my chest, I'm confident that I can go into work tomorrow without getting into an argument with that guy. So, that's another good reason, you know? Because it can avoid so many unnecessary arguments. Like, imagine if I bottled that anger up, and then I unleashed it tomorrow on the guy that I work with. And then I have to have a conversation with our HR and stuff. Yeah, you don't need stuff like that happening in your life. So yeah, vlogging. It's important. Or not important, but it's good for you. You know, just like a lot of things in this world that are good for people, but they don't do them. I mean, I used to recoil at the thought of eating oatmeal, but now I eat it a lot, and I like it. It's not just good for me, it tastes good to me now, too. I mean, probably not when I was a kid, because it doesn't have as many sugars as, say, cereal or a donut. But it's good. When I go into work over the weekend, I plan on picking up a box of this. It's not a new flavor, it's just I've never tried it before. It's walnut, date, and raisin. Raisin, walnut, date. And all of those are really good for your prostate. So I'm like, hey, I could use a little bit more of that good beneficial nutrition, you know? So I'm gonna give it a try. I know I already like raisins. I'm okay with raisins. And I like walnuts. I don't really know how well they're gonna mash together in a goo, but we'll see. And I'm sure I've eaten a date before. It's like a raisin, right? I think. I don't know. I can't remember. It's been a very long time since I've had dates. And by that I mean the fruit. I don't mean like dates as in the dates that you go on with somebody. To be honest, it's been a while since I've had one of those too. The last one I had was in 2023. I was very active in 2023, come to think of it. Oh, in 2022 though, I got a new haircut. I had a new fashion style. I did all kinds of shit when I was in 2022. I went on a few dates. Didn't find the right girl though. Ugh, there's this one though. She, like, I'm not opposed to being into things like crystals and stuff like that, but she was just like I don't know. I don't want to say anything bad about her. It had nothing to do with her liking crystals. It's just that she was using them as an excuse to be like an influencer, and I don't like it. It kind of brought out like the worst type of personality. I am not the type of person that likes influencers. I don't watch any influencers. I don't like to participate in those types of communities. But she was all about that life, and I was like, I'm not, I don't think this is gonna work out. Oh. Why am I here again? Oh, there we go. Okay. There we go. Oh, okay, this is one of the space fights. Okay. Where are they? Where are you? There you are. Lock on. Hold still. That's right, I've got a new ship. I don't think it's as powerful as my other ship, though. It is a V, though, so it should be a little more stronger than the ship I started out with. Has a better lock on though, I'll definitely say that. I guess that's because the Sentinel ships, by default, they have the ability to hover in place. Oh wait, no. Gotta go back to the space anomaly. Too close. Oh, come on. Ugh. There we go. Let out a Yeti screech for a second there. Almost Chewbacca-like. And the last one. I should read it this time. Okay, this is the one where I gotta go to a computer and quote-unquote hack into their systems. When in reality, I'm just going up to one of their computers and shoving dirt in it. I like that that's one of the options. Use silicate powder on computer. You know silicate powder is dirt, right? Yeah, do it. Okay, just begin shoving dirt into the computer. Hack successful. I feel more like I just damaged the thing, but okay. Oh, cool. Free spot the land. And we have a secondary mission we can do. Awesome. I don't mind doing that.
Vampiric fox.
Oh, yeah, I didn't think about it like that, but you're right. That could be the case. I just look at a specific part of the computer, and I'm like, yep, I know exactly what to do with this dirt. Grr, geck. Blah, 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 blah. They reach down with their beak and dejectedly peck at their exosuit. The seals have corroded, and most of its surface is covered in small blisters. Ooh. They are ill-equipped for the radioactive winds that rage outside. Okay, well, give them some sodium then. That'll help. The relieved trader emits a gas packet. The air around me smells of hope. I don't know. I'm hoping that smells like a good thing, I guess. He is nodding in approval, so he's like, yeah. I'm happy. That's a good smell. The life form recharges their suit's power cells and rewards me. Okay. With Fecium. Why do I feel like this guy is just super gross?
Vampiric fox. Said. So basically,
yeah.
Computers are germaphobes.
Throw that away. Thank you for the poo. I'm just gonna throw it away now. Oh, I should have sold it. Oh, wait, no, this thing isn't accessible, so I wouldn't have been able to sell it. Alright, flood the system with nanites? No. Oh, okay, I have a microprocessor. Why don't I don't have enough silica powder? I thought I had a bunch. Oh, well. Looks like we're not jamming dirt into anything right now. But I can already tell where I was going to jam the dirt. I was going to shove it right in that eyeball of it, of the thing. Just be like, here's mud in your eye. The console display quietens and then shuts down. There we go. This is just one way to do it. And now I could sell the Fecium if I wanted to, if I had it. I just threw it away. I did not approve of your gift. I'm very sorry. I love that he was nodding and everything. He's like, yeah. That's a good smell. Here, take this. I'm like, no. But there's something wrong with you, Mr. Gek. I'm gonna leave now. I guess that's what I get for helping a random Gek that I didn't know. And that should be it, right? I'm gonna make sure. I can't remember if that was the last one or if that was the one before the last one. Oh, stretch. There are just so many things in this game that they use the most intelligent words possible to describe what's going on. But then when you comprehend it and think about what's actually going on, it's hilarious. Like, for instance, the one guy up there, Tethys, your first meeting with him is that he wants to smell you. And then they describe it in such a literary way that it doesn't seem like it's that awkward. But then when you dissect the words that they're using, you're like, so he wants to just smell me? And then he smells you, and you get the flat-out option of saying, do I smell okay? Or I don't know. I remember it was something like that. Like, you get to have a reaction that's just flat-out as if you're saying something like, is it a good smell? Or like you're awkwardly talking to him as if to be like, But you know what? I think that's just part of the... I think that's just part of the humor of No Man's Sky, is that everything is just so serious. But in so many... I knew I could do this. There you go. Yeah. Oh, he gave me a blueprint. I did not think that's what it was he was going to give me. Oh well. I thought he gives you nanites, that's what I thought. But I guess it's because this is a new save. He's just giving you blueprints to weapons, so I guess he's just preparing you for the assault on the Sentinels. Oh right, I was here to check out the prismatic core and see if there was one more I had left to do. Nope, that was all of them as I thought. Yep, another 8 hours until they replenish. Alright, let's go back to my base. Wrap things up. If I remember correctly, I think I also took a snapshot of it and I made a post about it on something. I don't think it was Facebook. This game came out in 2016, so it was way after I stopped using Facebook. I think it was on Twitter when I made that post, because it just made me laugh, the fact that our first interaction was just him smelling me. Or maybe it was I that smelled him. I can't remember. I know it was something awkward like that, but hilarious. But yeah, what I was saying earlier about being excited to begin playing my old... Whoa, what was that? I was excited to play my old game catalog, especially Brutal Legends on PS3. But yeah, I was thinking about maybe playing that in October, because it would suit the holiday season, you know? I don't know how busy I'm going to be in October, but I feel like I'm getting a lot of games done, because I'm definitely close to wrapping up Little Kitty Big City. And I feel like I can take a break from Fantasy Life I at some point. Because it feels like a lot of the stuff I'm doing in that is just grinding and unlocking those doors and stuff. Now that I found a faster way to do that, that wouldn't take me as long. So might end up wrapping up Fantasy Life I too. So that'll open up Wednesdays to a new game series. But yeah, Brutal Legends. It looks like it's a lot of fun. I've played it a bit, but I only played it on the 360 a long time ago. And I didn't get that far. Because I had so many other games that I was in the middle of playing too, so I kind of put that on the back burner. But then my 360 ended up getting the Red Ring of Death, so I couldn't finish Brutal Legends anymore. And I wanted to get the PS3 version because my PS3 was still working. I just never got around to it. Several financial reasons, all kinds of things were preventing me from doing it. Not just that, but I was just flat out forgetting about it too. So I'm glad I remembered it when I did. And I mostly remembered it because I was taking a look at a lot of old games that I didn't have that maybe I could spend some time playing now that the video game industry is totally being the greedy assholes that they are. I feel I'm more justified in playing my back catalog now more than ever. Alright. Done pretty much everything. Oh, right, I have the... You know what? I'm gonna hold on to it. Can I unpin the... Yeah, let's unpin this. There we go. Unpin this too. Or... Oh. Yeah, let's just abandon that. I'm not going after that ship. Fuck it. Okay, cool. I am totally fine. I don't know if I should turn in everything that I have now or, you know, just wait until I stream next time. Well, you know what? I probably should. I should turn everything in now and revert my save data now, because I'm thinking about it, and that wouldn't make for a very good stream, you know? If I converted everything at the beginning of a stream, what would I do after that? I'd just have to go into another save file, and that's kind of a waste. So, yeah, we'll do that now. We'll convert everything now. Because... the prismatic core is not going to be available once the expedition ends. And, I don't really know how much I'll be capable of converting. Or if that's possible. I don't know. I've never really done it after the expedition's been over, so I don't want to risk losing anything. So yeah, just as a final statement on the expedition, to all of those wondering, phase 1, the most difficult thing to do is the Echoed 3 Souls, and that's because you have to collect a lot of resources, which can be very time-consuming. Phase 2, the most difficult thing that you have to do in this one... would probably be Emperor of Glass when you fight the Hive for the first time. Because don't get me wrong, it's easy because, you know, you're intentionally supposed to fail here. But if you're not prepared for it, you can get killed in the process, which would just suck, you know? Because you do get attacked, you know? But make sure you defend yourself and keep yourself alive long enough to experience the unfortunate... I don't want to spoil it for anyone who hasn't done the expedition yet, but the unfortunate ending. And, you know, you can die in this, so just be careful of that. But yeah, out of this one, I would have said that these 3 were difficult because we had griefers at the beginning of this expedition, but they've kind of stopped now, so, you know, you can get through these no problem. I think the only problem would be, once again, facing the Hive of Glass, because this time you do have to beat it. And I've seen people playing through it with less experience than I have, and they've had problems. So if you're someone who doesn't have a lot of experience in dogfighting in No Man's Sky, this will probably be a lot more difficult for those without experience. But for those with experience, this would probably be a cakewalk. But out of everything in this list, this is probably the most difficult thing to do. And make sure that you've completely finished off every phase 100%. Because once you do, you'll be eligible to get your final reward, the thing everybody wants, and that's the new outfit, the one that I'm currently wearing. But yeah, it's Expedition 22, The Swarm, complete. We still have 5 more days left until it's wrapped up and totally done with, so, you know, that's not that much time, but it's a very short expedition, so you should be able to get it done in time.
Vampiric Fox said, I enjoy aerial combat, so if I played this game I'd have fun.
Right.
That even if it
but yeah, it's really a lot of fun fighting the Hive. I'm glad that they took a new approach with it where you have to take down a bunch of things before you can actually do damage to it. Typically when you're doing space combat, you could just go right for the thing you're fighting and it goes down in a short amount of time. It's very easy. A lot of the space combat in this game is pretty easy. But the Hive presents a new twist on the formula, which I like. Alright, let's head on in here. I do want to transfer these 2.
Said, one of my favorite franchises is
Oh,
Space Combat.
neat. I used to play a lot of aerial combat games too. I mean, I am a really big fan of Star Fox. Even if Nintendo is mismanaging that series now, it is still one of my favorite Nintendo game franchises. I'm just looking to see if there's anything else I wanted to take with me. I mean, I guess it'd be cool to have these basic things with me because the save data doesn't... I don't have a lot of stuff on it because I don't play it that often, but it would be cool to have extras of these. Maybe not this. Silica powder is basically trash. Sodium. Oh, right. This tainted metal. Definitely take it with me. That's basically currency. I'll take this ichor with me too, because it's worth a lot. Oh, chromatic metal. That's another basic thing that you can use. A mind control device and the explosive drone. I don't really do any frigate missions on the other save, so all this other stuff will transfer into units, which is what I'd basically do with it anyway, so I'd just end up selling it anyway. Okay. I don't really have any rare technology to take with me, so end expedition. You are about to finalize the expedition. Items placed in the terminus will be returned to your primary save. Surplus items will be processed into units or nanites as appropriate. Do you wish to... Oh, wait a minute. Do you not transfer Quicksilver? Alright, I might as well spend the Quicksilver then if I don't transfer it. Yeah, because I got 1,600. And this is something that goes through to all save data, so... I already have all these things on my one save. Why aren't they already unlocked? Well, forget it then. That's weird. I was certain... Oh, well, it could just be because I'm in an expedition. Because I don't want to spend it and not be able to actually keep the thing, you know? Let's go back and take a look again. I'm pretty certain that I have a lot of those things, especially the walker appearances. I'm pretty sure I have them unlocked. Oh, okay, yeah. So I don't have the walker appearances unlocked? Oh, it says it's available. Okay. I do have it unlocked. I just haven't claimed it on this save. All right. That was confusing the hell out of me for a second. All right. Let's see. What am I going to spend this on? Oh, here we go. We get these jetpack parts. 800 each. That'll be useful. There we go. Oh. Does that mean I have green trail? Nah. I was going to be like, there we go. It fits in with my green. Alright, now I'm ready. End expedition. Alright, let's see my final total. Yeah, here's both of my ships that I got. Discoveries. Oh, yep. I knew that the other starship was going to be worth a lot. Nanites are useful. Oh, that's what I got for my base. 207,000 for my base. Almost 208,000 units for the base that I made. Alright, finished expedition. And now we go back to Exo. Revert back to our original self. All fragments combined back into one Exo. And there he is. Little Exo. Back to his usual self. Let's go get our stuff. And I don't really care for the multi-tool, so I'm not going to claim it. And I don't really need the ship either, so. Let's go change into my new outfit and see what it looks like. See what it looks like on a tiny Gek. Oh, I don't think a Gek can wear it. That's sad. Or maybe they could equip the torso stuff at least? Yes, they can. Just not the helmet. Which is okay, the helmet's not... Oh man, look at that. I don't think I like the backpack. Oh, well, you can't equip the backpack with a Gek anyway. Alright, well. Oh, yeah, it kept that. That's good. Oh my god, look at him. He's such a tiny warrior. Save. Yeah. Look at him go. With his big football... football shoulder pads. He's a little menace. But yeah, the prismatic core. I don't know what's going to happen with the prismatic core. I'm not entirely sure if they're going to transfer it over so that it's available for all saves, or if it was just exclusive to the expedition. But I guess we'll see 5 days from now. Alright, back to my freighter. Alright, I have a Corvette too. I forgot about that. This save file doesn't have much, but Exo is the one that benefits from all of my expedition excursions. So, while I haven't done much with this save, he's gone on many adventures. Alright, there we go. That's saved. I haven't even done the Corvette assembly guide with this save. Well, I got those two. I can upgrade my stuff one day when I feel like just playing Exo's save file. Stretch. The freighter's so basic. Alright. Back to the main screen. Quit to mode select. Alright, that does it for another day of All Creator Live. Thank you very much, the Vampiric Fox, for hanging out. It was good to see you again. And, you know, thank you also to Whiskey. I know that you mostly tune in just to argue with me, but whatever, man. No problems. It's whatever. Yeah, I think that was it. That was the only two today, which is okay. But I do also want to thank Bryce again for stopping by yesterday. I know I gave out that last minute thank you apology because I ended up forgetting everything that happened during that stream. I was so tired. But yeah, I'm gonna get to sleep. I had a lot of fun on this expedition, and despite what a lot of things, despite all the things that happened, I'm sure a lot of other people had a lot of fun with this too. I did see one video of someone that was a bit upset over not the griefing, but the whole aspect of having to wait for a community challenge to get done. But from my viewpoint, the guy seemed like he was kind of new to No Man's Sky, and that's not the first time we've had community expeditions before. We've had like a couple of them in the past. But he's probably new, so he didn't know. But yeah, to anyone who is interested in completing that expedition, there's only 3 phases. It is technically the shortest expedition out of all of them. So you only have 5 days to get it done, but I'm sure you could get it done in 5 days. Hell, I'm seeing people now getting it done in like 30 minutes. So you could get it done in a day. And to anyone out there that's interested, I play No Man's Sky every Thursday. That's not typically how I play. I usually have a main save file that I play all the time. But when I do go on expeditions, that save file is the one that I use for expeditions. But the next time I stream No Man's Sky, next Thursday, I'll go back to my old, my main save and, just have a regular chill stream. If you're ever wondering what it is I'm going to be streaming or when, you can always check the posts tab. My schedule is typically set, but when I go on vacation next month, it will be all over the place. So make sure you keep an eye on my post tab. It'll keep you well informed, because I'm liable to just be on there saying, I'm about to stream in an hour, and then...
Whiskey be you.
And, that'll be that.
I didn't argue.
Oh, I'm sure. But yes, thank you for being here anyway, Whiskey. To anyone watching in the archives, don't forget to leave a like, comment down below, share the video, and subscribe if you haven't already. If you're ever wondering what it is I'm going to be streaming or when it is, I just mentioned this, it's on the post tab. We do have a weekend poll that runs from Friday morning to Monday morning when I announce the winner. And this weekend, it's going to be a vote between Palworld, Cat Quest 2, and Mina the Hollower. So if you would like to see me play either 3 of those games on Tuesday, make sure you get your vote in on time. And if you have your notifications set, you will immediately be notified. And you won't have to worry, as long as you're subscribed. Let me see, was there anything else I wanted to mention? I already talked about my vacation. Nope, that's about it. Alrighty, have a great day and or night. I'll see you Monday. Sleep easy, stay safe. Don't forget to vote Democrat. And I will see you Monday for more Genshin Impact. Good night, everyone.